After a long day in detailed study of the great text, which is considered as the preliminary and basic text or Prakarana Grantha in Advaita Vedanta, that we are going to complete today. So, and today we will do question and answer session. If you have any sorts of question regarding this text, we will take it up. Swami Vivekananda once says that one main problem is to be free. It is evident then that until we realize ourselves as absolute, we cannot attain to deliverance. Yet there are various ways of attaining to this realization. These methods have the generic name of yoga, to join ourselves to our own reality. These yogas, though divided into various groups, can principally be classed into four. And as each is only a method leading indirectly to the realization of absolute, they are suited to different temperaments. Karma yoga is there, bhakti yoga is there, raja yoga is there, jnana yoga is there. Through any yoga, what happens? Our mind will be purified. There is difference between the absolute knowledge, absolute jnana, parama jnana, and jnana yoga. Yoga is the path, whatever yoga it is. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga. Raja yoga means meditation, dhyanam, etc. Karma yoga means selfless activities, service to the Lord, service to the Guru, and without any expectation. And not only that, what about Guru says or scripture says, if it is against of my nature, against of my will, against of my desire, then also I have to take it. I have to do it with a lot of joy and enthusiasm. Then only the impurities of our mind goes. Likewise, bhakti yoga, worship, prayer, intense penance, whatever we do, they are only the path. And generally people choose their own path because they know what suits them. But if anyone come to Guru, then Guru observes that personality and prescribe the path. Now it must be remembered that it is not that the assumed man becomes the real man or absolute. There is no becoming with the Absolute. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati, here Bhavati means not becoming. That knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. The meaning of the word literal. But there is no becoming actually. It is ever free, ever perfect. But the ignorance that has covered its nature for a time is to be removed. Therefore, the whole scope of all systems of yoga and each religion, represents one, is to clear up this ignorance and allow the Atma to restore its own nature. The chief helps in this liberation are abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena samahita. Bhagavad Gita. Vairagya is non-attachment to life, non-attachment to the pleasures part of the life, because it is the will to enjoy that brings all this bondage in its train. An abhyasa is constant practice of any one of the yoga. Unless the jiva, the individual one, attains nirvikalpa samadhi. In samadhi portion, I discussed what is savikalpa samadhi, what is nirvikalpa samadhi. So nirvikalpa samadhi and brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati is same, where I have not a beat of body consciousness, not a beat of consciousness that I am having an individual mind and intellect. There is no sense that the whole universe or Jagata, the perceived world, has any other new existence. There is samatva, there is equanimity, there is nothing else. There is everything. From where the whole creation, the whole universe has come out. From where this body has come out. This body is only the smallest expression of that consciousness. Where the trio ends. Sadha, sadhya, sadhaka and sadhana. The goal, the practitioner, and the process merge in one line, where one without a second, no external, no internal. When the earthen pot is dipped into the ocean, then the water is inside the pot or outside the pot. It is the same condition of the mind. And in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, this, unless anyone attains this Nirvikalpa Samadhi, it cannot understand that bliss what is talked about. This is the clear verdict of all illumined souls and spiritual teachers. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there are no modifications of the mind at all. says the scripture. And what is there cannot be expressed. It is the matter of realization, not the matter of exhibition. The fullest realization of the divine mood, the final of the spiritual drama, is very rarely seen in human life. When the jiva, tightly bound by the fetters of his actions, gets liberated by the grace of God, he gets but a faint taste of this mood. For when the control of the internal and external sense organs of a man, that is jiva or self in bondage, becomes as easy and natural as his breathing, when losing its identity in the lover of Supreme Self, his little I consciousnness merges forever in the indivisible ocean of existent knowledge bliss absolute. When melted in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, his mind and intellect get rid of all kinds of dross and assume sattvic forms. And when the series of desires in his mind scorched to ashes by the fire of the divine knowledge, can no longer give rise to new impressions, new vasanas, and fruits of action, new karma phala. It is then and then only that the sweet play of the divine mood starts in him, and in his life is blessed beyond measure. It is very rarely that one has the opportunity of meeting a person blessed with the full manifestation of the divine mood and enjoying unbreakable peace and contentment. Really, it is rare and difficult. In television or in roadside, you will find a lot of swamis who are practicing yoga, who is having long beard, long hair. After 70 years also their hairs are black, they are lean, thin, all those things. There is no connection with realization and external appearance. It's not true that as long the beard will be, that much the knowledge will be. The wise man, the realized soul may be blood-headed, may be shaven, doesn't matter. Realization of truth is something different. And the man of realization, Hare Ram, the bliss that is attained in Samadhi is incomparable say the scriptures and illumine souls. That is the supreme goal to be attained. I don't know how many of you practice meditation and japa, or at least mananam of Vedanta, what you hear. At least if you do for a very short period of time, you can feel that tranquility in that mind. Believe me, the peace and this ananda, what you get in short meditation, short sadhana, this is the microscopic part of that supreme bliss, what is attained in the samadhi. Are you not intended to do that, to attain that state of mind? All the doubts will go in from life. All the miseries will go. All the problems will be solved. There is no problem at all can exist over there. Please try to have this. This is our aim. And it is possible. Please believe me, it is possible. It is possible not because I am telling. It is possible because the scripture says. Because a lot of people have attained and they proclaimed, and still in 2020 also that man of realization exists. Vidyate hridaya granthihi छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. मुंडकोपनिषद 2.2.8. When that Supreme One is seen, all doubts are removed, all problems are solved, all karmas are destroyed, and knots of the heart are cut asunder. This is the culmination of life. Sarvatmakoham sarvoham sarvatitoham advayah kevala akhanda bodha aham ananda aham nirantara. I am the self of all. I am everything. I am beyond everything. I am the one without a second. I am the one consciousness. I am bliss itself. Vivek Chudamani, 516, sloka number. It is told, and in conclusion, after the great attainment, whether or not the body lives is not the great one's concern anymore. He feels like the sage. In Viveka Chudamani 518, sloka number 518, it is told, Swarajya Samrajya Vibhutiresha Bhavat Kripasri Mahima Prasada Prapta Maya Sri Gurave Mahatmane Namo Namaste Stu Punar Namo Astu. After having the realization, the disciple, the student, negates the whole world, but he is obliged to his guru, to his holy teacher, who imparted this holy knowledge, because of whom he attains that supreme goal. He is obliged to that guru, that out of your compassion and your glory, your prasada, your grace, I have attained that vibhuti, the glory. I have attained that glorious kingdom. Means the treasure of supreme knowledge, the Brahma Jnana, I have attained. O Mahatma, O great soul, O great sage, O my Gurudev, O my teacher, I am prostrating you again and again, again and again, again and again. I had been dreaming all the time and was traveling in the wilderness created by Maya. In this wilderness, all troubles like birth, death, and so on tormented me endlessly. The tiger called ego tortured me always. At last, by the grace of my teacher, I have attained the highest. I have been wakened from my dream. I am free now. I am free now. That which is forever changing is called samsara. Samsarati iti samsara. Sri Dhatu. The entire realm of time, space, and objects is samsara. Limitations cause sorrow. The knower of the self goes beyond the limitations of time, space, and objects, and therefore attains infinity, which is supreme bliss. The knower of an object does not become the object. The knower of physics doesn't become physics. The knower of pen, pencil, mobile phone, book does not become pen, pencil, mobile phone, book. For example, one who knows a tree does not become a tree. But the knower of self, the knower of truth, becomes the truth itself. Means feels, realize. It's not feeling, it's not realizing, it's knowing and being. That is the actual meaning of Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. In reality, there is no becoming actually. He only comes to realize that he is always of the nature of supreme bliss, even while in ignorance. Chandogya Upanishad chapter 7 narrates how sage Narada approaches the Guru, who are none other than his own four brothers, Sanat Kumaras, and how Narada seeks that knowledge by which one can cross over all sorrows. When asked to list what Narada the celestial sage already knew, he enumerates all that he has mastered, including all the science, arts, social sciences, and politics. The Guru then teaches him self-knowledge, concluding that only the knower of the self crosses over grief. Tarati Shokam Atmavid. We also having studied many subjects. Someone is doctor, someone is artist, someone is MBA, someone is engineer, someone is lawyer, social worker, many fields we have studied, but have not got over sorrow, tension, doubt, agitation, depression, anxiety. We could not go over. Ignorant of the self, we seek various worldly ways of getting rid of sorrow and so do not succeed. We are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep. Others, when their body is healthy, that whenever I'll be healthy, I want to die. I don't want to be burden of anyone else. When they are engaged in activity, others to give up the body, remembering the Lord. Some believe in certain days, times and places as auspicious and think that one who dies then will attain a good birth hereafter or get liberated. Yet others believe that the place from where the subtle body lives, त्याग करते हैं, the gross body would decide the course of the future of the individual. If the subtle body leaves through the top of the head, then one attains liberation. Those thinking are there. Like Bhishma Pitamaha waited for the auspicious Uttarayana time for leaving his body. It is said that one who dies in Kashi or Varanasi gets liberated. Kashi is on the bank of the holy river Ganga, where Lord Vishwanatha, Shiva, resides. Just before a person dies, the Lord himself is believed to give the Taraka mantra, the liberating mantra, and chanting which the person leaves his body and gets liberated. Sri Ramakrishna saw that when in the funeral pyre, Sri Ramakrishna's vision that Lord Shiva has come and giving the Tarak mantra. One with faith would naturally live a pious life and spend his days in Kashi in the remembrance of Lord, and therefore when he does chanting of his name, he gets liberated as our mind gets affected by the environment in which we live. So I have seen many swamis in different organizations. When they get older, they try to come to Kashi because it is our scriptural belief that whoever dies in Kashi, in the land of Kashi or Varanasi, they get liberated. As far as the wise man is concerned, he is already liberated even before the time of death. Therefore, it is immaterial under what circumstance or condition of the body. The time or place he leaves the mortal body, now it becomes secondary. He may do so even, means he may die in a dog eater's house. Why this word is coming? Because a dog is the best friend of man. A dog serves his master with faith. One who eats a dog is therefore said to be the worst of men. Sorry. He may pass away while in coma, means I'm telling the person of realization, or while in meditation. He was liberated while living in the body. He is called Jivan Mukta, realized personalities. Now he is said to be liberated without body after death. This is called Videha Mukti. When the realized soul dies, this is called Videha Mukti, Deha se Mukta, free from this cage of the body. This distinction is purely from the standpoint of the ignorant man whose attention is on his body. Because Jivan Mukta is already liberated while in the body, he has no value for death, no value for this body. Iti Tattva Bodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya ji has written a wide range of literature which appeals to people of various ages, education, and levels of evolution. He has written commentaries on the Prasthanatrayi, the Brahma Sutra, the Gita, and the Upanishads. Various Prakarana Grantha means introductory texts, various Stotram, what we are going to take next from the next class, various hymns in praise of the Lord, and many other texts. But in Tattva Bodha, he starts with qualification of the student, continues with the discussion of the Jiva, means the individual self, discussed about Jagat, means the perceived world or universe, and Ishvara, the creator of the universe, and establishes their essential identity. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji concludes with the description of the realized master. The entire subject matter of Vedanta is covered in this simple text. You know, this is a very small text, yet we took 68 classes. Believe me, by the grace of Guru and God and Scripture, I personally myself tried to cover up the whole Vedanta in this text with the minute details of Vedanta. If you re-listen from YouTube, or if you read from your note, if you correctly take the note of all the things, you can realize what you have learned, what you have studied, what you have heard. Even though it is a Prakarana Grantha meant for the beginner, but believe me, if a sincere seeker reflects and meditates on its words, he or she would get established in his or her own self. It also helps the study of other texts of Vedanta. It is my prayer to my Acharya, to the entire Guru Parampara, to the scripture, to the Supreme God, that may you all be benefited by it. Hari Om Tat Sat. Now question answer. Question answer. If anyone has any doubt regarding this thing, please ask me before starting any other thing. Means no acknowledgement or like that. Straight as a question answer. If anyone has any doubt, and then I will utter Purnamada, then we will
So
acknowledge.
first, let me thank you so much
Amma,
for.
after
नहीं,
Purnamada.
मैं दूसरी दूसरी बात कर रही हूँ. We are so thankful to you because in spite of listening this, of course for me, everybody many people listen so many times the same subject, but even then every class was with a different aspects, and it really gives so much of clarity and knowledge. So we are so thankful from all of us. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you, Amma. Thank you.
now you can ask the questions.
Anyone has doubt?
Swamiji,
Yes.
I've got 3 questions on karma.
Okay.
First questions
Yes.
that in our Sanatan Dharma,
Yes.
there is a concept of heaven and hell,
Mhm.
where actions of good deeds and bad deeds are experienced after death.
Yes.
My question is, if in this way the effects of karma phala gets exhausted, then how sunchita karma gets accumulated further?
Yes. The thing is, this is a good question. Sanchita karma is stored. You know, immediate actions are like Veda promises. You know, if you do that, you will get that. If you do that, you will get that. And suppose some good deeds are there, after a long time his sanchita karma is also supports, because you know 14 worlds are there, 7 heavens, at last Brahma Loka. So whose sanchita karma, agami karma, kriyaman karma is all filled with only with the Vedic verdict. What about Veda has promised us? See, everyone doesn't get the karma phala to get to that extent in heaven and all other higher lokas. So whoever goes, their all karmas are supporting that, and they are full with the merits. Okay. So when the next cycle comes, they start with the another sets of karma phala. And in the base of sanchita karma, previous karmas. That is why from the beginning, some people are Brahmana attitude, some people are Vaishya attitude. Nowadays, see, there is no classification, no varna, no ashram. If you keenly observe, there is only one varna, only one ashram. From Brahmin to Sudra, everyone doing business, everyone consisting, a business mind, give and take, give and take. So we all are Vaishyas, and we don't want to leave our family. So we are samsari. So not like that. Whoever does, and among the millions, only one or two happens there. Okay. Now next.
Second question, if the effects of good deeds and bad deeds neutralize each other and the resultant effect of good deeds or bad deeds, whatever may be, that is experience, or separately both are experience?
See, life is not a mathematics. In in Bhagavad Gita, it is telling Gahana Karmano Gatihi. How the karma will affect, how the one karma will neutralize others. It is very deep thing. And Bhagavan is only the karma phaladata. Karturajaya prapyate phalam. So it is decided by the karma alone and the Bhagavan, Ishvara, the Lord, not we. Third question.
Third questions, without sufficiently favorable sanchita karma accumulated over past births and favorable part of the karma, can enlightenment be achieved in one birth by sadhana? If there is no support of favorable
First
karma.
question. I have a question. What do you mean by favorable? Who will favor? Who will favor?
My
Favorable
actions
for
only.
who?
My actions only. Good deeds.
But for the individual. Okay.
Yes.
The thing is, yes, when we discussed prarabdha karma, that this life, everything is predestined. That what about, that is people call what, it is my fate, it is my luck, or like that. But the whole life is not only fate. Bhagavan has given us ample opportunity to express our will, our purushakara. So, jnanam is not the result of anything else. First, be clear. The result of anything else is purification of mind. If jnana becomes the result of any karma, either it is prarabdha karma or sanchita karma or kriyaman karma or my will force or my purushakara, then that jnana is not eternal. Because what is utpadyam, what is produced, that will surely die. Jnanam is there. Ghanachanna markam, ghanachanna drishti. The cloud can't cover the sun. The cloud, the piece of cloud can cover only our eyes. So by the grace of the blow of air, the clouds gets removed. The sun is there illumined. The truth is illumined as it is. Only by doing karma, only by luck and fate, our chitta mala goes. In pure mind, the knowledge illumines because the truth is self-effulgent.
Fourth
Anyone?
question, fourth question, not on karma, but I asked this question.
Now let other ask.
Oh,
Let
one
others
more
also
question,
ask.
ma'am.
Okay, okay.
There's
That
no
is,
time now.
I asked you in the initial days, that is how food, which is made up of gross elements, can form subtle body made up of subtle elements.
That is in Pancha Tanmatra when we discussed
Mhm.
that how it is made.
Mhm.
It is the realm of Maya. How it comes together, how the blood uh, becomes, how the food becomes blood. This is the part of Maya. It happens. You know, if you ask the doctor that what happened, you are having viral fever. How it happens? Nobody knows. That is why it is Maya. That is why it is inexplicable. If everything is answered in the realm of Maya, then it is not at all Maya. Clear?
Okay, thank you, Swami.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Ilama wants to say something else.
Yeah, as we already Tattva it is time to give Guru Dakshina. So everybody please send your Dakshina to mission. Link will be again sent. So it is time to, we should.
Anything more?
Hari Om.
It is our tradition, that how ashram will, and it is offered to our Gurudev, because of whom we can impart knowledge, we can accept knowledge. After the text is over, we offer our Guru Dakshina to the. Thank you, Ilan.
Swamiji, is there 1 minute time, please?
Yes,
I
yes.
just wanted to ask, like you were talking about this body leaving from different parts of the body, from the head, from the mouth, eyes. Is this actually a fact that only the Swamiji's body or the soul leaves from the head, and or people who have attained great levels, their body leaves through the head and others do not? Is this a proven fact?
Is this a proven fact and exception also? But this is the thing of, realm of yoga philosophy. They believe that if the soul goes from that, they get Kaivalya Mukti. But that Kaivalya Mukti is not same as Vedantic Mukti.
Okay. So what is the difference between Kaivaltik and Vedantic mode?
See, Kaivalya Mukti means the soul will be there and it will not come back, but the soul, the individuality will be there. It is their concept. But in Vedantic concept of freedom or mukti means like a droplet of water merges into the ocean, there is no bit of individuality.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hari Om.
And thank you very much for the discourses.
Okay. So please try to join our next class because we are doing Mahishasura Mardini Stotram. Please try to at least one day
Yes.
come.
Okay.
You will enjoy.
Today
And
is
Durga
the
Stotram.
class.
Yes, today is the class at
Okay,
11.
I'll join in today.
Okay. Hari Om Tat Sat. The link has been sent to all the groups.
Okay.
The announce from Monday. From
Yes.
Monday the class. You announce about that.
New satsang, new Bhavani Ashtakam. Bhavani Ashtakam will be there from Monday, coming Monday. And our beloved Ilama has made beautiful poster for me. And till midnight, she worked on it. With her own painting, you will be amazed that Ilama has painted by her own hand. So creative it is. So just after the finishing of the class, I will circulate that e-flyer and please distribute to your friends and family members as they can attain it. Wonderful work. Thank you very much, Amma.
Ilama does such a lot of drawing. You have no idea, Swamiji.
Yes.
We have Gita through art. The entire Gita she's put down as a form of art.
Yes, yes.
So
I have
simplified way she has taught us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank
Hari
you
Om.
And
so
we
much.
all remember that.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om.